Hey there! Today's workout, you need some weights and you will also need a chair. So I have the chair that has no back that I use down here in my workout space. So let's just go ahead and get started. So not a lot of cardio today. We're going to do a little step and twist. Although your heart rate will get up because you're going up and down, doing some different levels, and also going to be using some weights. So you'll definitely notice that you're going to be sweating, but probably not a lot of jumping around and stuff. A lot more just body weight training, resistance training, that sort of thing. So let's just take it up. I do have a little bit of floor work at the end, so if you need to grab a yoga mat, go ahead and do that as well. All right. Yeah, I'm going to take it side to side in a lunge right here, just warming up the inner thighs, the outer thighs, back of the hamstrings, getting it all warmed up. All right, a couple more right here. All right, good job. And we're going to take those feet out wide, arms out wide. We're just going to tap the toe with our opposite arm right there. Tap. Good. Down and up. You can have a little micro bend in your knees as you do this. Don't lock them out too much. And last one. Good. All right, so we're just going to do one more little thing here. We're going to warm up the shoulders just a little bit. So we're going to take it forward, almost like you're just sort of swimming a little bit. Here, what they call this, the butterfly stroke. Kind of warm it up there, and then we're going to take a few back. All right, place my hands on my hips. I'm just going to do a little hip circle. Just kind of warming up the hip flexors in the front right there. Warming up the glutes right there. Just kind of stretching through it real quick. So we've got 3 exercises in each block of work, and we're going to repeat each block twice. So we have essentially 9 exercises, but there's 3 blocks of work. So 3 exercises in each set. We repeat it twice and then move on to the next group of exercises. So the first one we're going to do is a sumo squat with a bicep curl. So I am going to grab my 10s. Should be going up in weight. If you've been doing this for a while, and you don't have 8s or 10s on hand, you may want to start investing in those. If this is obviously not your first rodeo doing a bicep curl, so kind of where your levels are, where your kind of like what level you're at as far as lifting weights. So if you're still lifting 3s on these bicep curls, I'm going to challenge you to lift a 5, an 8, something a little heavier. So I am going to set it up here. I got my feet out wide in this sumo position. My palms are towards you and my hands are just right in front of my thighs. So as I sumo squat, I'm going to lift up into a bicep curl and then I'm going to release. So just working small muscles in our upper body, big muscles in our lower body. We're going to put them together. Burn some extra calories. Here we go. We got 10 reps of these. We're going to squat and curl. 1, 2. So my elbows are still connected to my rib cage. 3, 4, 5. Not swinging them forward. 6. My butt's going straight down. 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. So that should be challenging. You should be feeling it in those biceps by the time you're done with that set. Okay, so we got good mornings. So we're kind of in the same position here. I'm going to show you from the side. So my feet are pointing out, same position as they were in your sumo squat. I'm just showing you from the side here. So I'm going to put my fingertips behind my ears, and it's called a good morning. Don't know why they call it that, but I'm gonna go forward. Notice how my back is nice and flat. I'm not hunched and I'm not arching my back. My back is nice and flat. I'm looking right down at the ground in front of me, coming right back up. So you're gonna feel this stretch in the back of your thighs, and then your glutes and the back of your thighs are what's gonna pull you back up from that forward position. So we got 10 of these. Here we go. We got one, and lift it up. And really right here, you should feel that stretch in your hamstrings, and then your glutes are gonna engage, and you're gonna bring yourself back up. 3, 4, 5, definitely feeling it in my glutes. 6, 7, 8, 9, we got one more, and 10. So really the goal there is to keep your spine neutral in one position, keep the head in line with the spine. Okay, we've got one more group of exercises in this block, and then we're going to go back and repeat it one more time. So I've got a warrior. So my front leg is going to point towards the side, and my back leg is going to point out. So you see how my toe is sort of pointing towards you, and this one is pointing towards this. So this is sort of a yoga position. So I'm going to put my arms out in a warrior. I'm just going to hold this position. We've got 10 counts to hold, and then we're going to pulse. And as you pulse, you're just going to go forward and back, but notice how this knee doesn't go forward past the toe, just stays right in line. You're going to feel it right here in this quad. This foot is still flat on the ground. 5, 6, 7, we hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, get a little resistance on those arms, 8, 9, 10. Here we go, we're going to slide it forward and back. 2, still keeping that warrior position. Don't straighten that leg. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now you can straighten that leg and shake it out. You guys are going to do the other side. So again, your front leg is pointing straight in front of you. Your back toe, you're sort of dissecting the middle of your foot with your heel on your front leg, and your toe is pointing towards me. All right, here we go. Other side, we're going to come into that lunge. We're going to hold. 2, 3, 4, back nice and tall. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and pulse it. 1, 2, just little forward and back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. All right, take it out. We're going back to those sumo squats with our bicep curl. We got one more time through all these, and then we're going to move on. So grab your weights. You're challenging yourself a little bit with these. And sumo squat position, palms towards me. We're going for 10 reps. 5, 6, 7. Here we go. And bicep curl and down. Show you from the side. Bicep curl. My back stays nice and tall. My butt goes right to the ground. My elbows are still connected to my rib cage. 4, 5, 6, 7, looking straight in front of you. 8, don't swing those weights. 9, one more. And 10. Good. So your heart rate should be up after that a little bit because you're working lower body, big muscles with upper body, tiny muscles. That is giving you that maximum cardio burn with the weight training. All right, setting it up. Good morning. So same position as our sumo squat. My fingertips are behind my ears. We're going to bend forward and then draw it back up. 6, 7, we got 10 of them. Down and up. Take your time. It's not a race. You really want to feel those glutes engage. And you don't want to lock your legs out like that, guys. You want to keep a nice little soft bend in your knee. Squeezing my abs in. Really keeping the core engaged. That's going to help me on the way back up as well. Also, your abs are what's keeping you from going forward all the way to the ground. When you do that, it really helps to stabilize you here. Great stabilization, great balance exercise. I think we got 2 more after this. I don't know, I lost count. 9, and 1 more, and 10. I don't know, if you're counting, make sure you did 10 of those. Okay, we got that warrior hold and pulse. I'm gonna start on this side this time. It's okay, we're gonna do both sides. So again, set it up here. Front knee is not past 90 degrees on that knee. We're just holding that warrior position. 6, 7, and hold for 1, 2, 3. So you should have a little bit of resistance here on the arms. 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're gonna pulse forward and back. 2, little movement. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Whew, that should be burning by the end of that. Go a little deeper if it's not burning, okay? And set it up on the other side. Got that warrior position. This one looks really innocent, but boy, does it burn. Here we go. 6, 7, and hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to slide it back and pulse. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Try to make it all the way to 10 on that, guys. Okay, I'm going to grab a quick drink and we are going to move on to our second block of work, our second set of exercises. So with this one, we also have 3 in this one too, and we're going to go back and repeat one more time. But the good news is, you don't have sumo squats, good mornings, or warriors again for this. Okay, I'm going to grab my chair, and I'm going to grab a light pair of weights. So for this one, I'm going to use a set of 5s. You might want to use a set of 3s or 5s. 5s. Okay. I always check my weights because I keep my weights on the floor in the basement, and every once in a while I will pick up my weights and there's a bug on them and I freak. So I usually give them a little kick and a shake before I go ahead and pick them up. Okay, so you're going to start in a seated position, and your feet are just nice and comfortable, 90 degrees out in front of you. You're going to stand up, keeping the weights on the side. You're going to lift your weights to the side, front and down, and then we're going to go front, side, down, and then we're going to sit back down. So here we go. 5, 6, 7. Let's lift it up. Make that nice engagement on the glutes, front of the legs, out and down. And sit and stand. Not a rest, just a little butt tap on that chair. We're not taking a break. And down and up. And lift, forward, down. Front, side, down, tap, and up. And lift, forward, down, up, out, down, sit and stand, and up, forward, down, up, out, down. And my arms are a little bit bent on this, not locking them straight out. Remember how we do our raises, our shoulder raises. We got 2 more to go. Front, down, front, out, and down. Those are also actually called swimmer lifts, which are kind of doing a little bit of a swimming motion right there. Okay, go ahead and put down 1 weight. You can grab a heavier weight. You can keep just 1 weight of this. Remember, you can always go a little bit heavier if you want to on the second round. I'm going to turn my chair to the side so you can see what I'm doing. We've done this before, but we're just adding in a little extra boost, a little upper body on this, and the weight is going to make it just a little bit more challenging to get up off that chair. So we're going to put 1 leg in front, 1 leg is here. So my back knee is just at a regular 90-degree angle. My front leg is just out in front of me a little bit. The further out this leg is, the harder it is. So, you know, just bring it in slightly so that your feet are just a little bit apart like that. I'm gonna hold the weight on my chest. I'm gonna lift up from the chair. So you really wanna feel this glute engage that's closest to the chair. I'm gonna keep my foot out. I'm gonna press it out from the chest, in, working the chest, and then back down. Good. Try to plop on that seat like I did. 5, 6, we got 6 on each side. I'm gonna lift up, and it's okay if you lose that balance and you need to move that front foot a little bit to catch yourself. Okay, try to really focus on lifting up without momentum. In, down, and up, lift, in, forward. Got 2 more on this side. Lift, in, down, and 1 more. Out, in, and down. Good. We're gonna switch sides. So I'm gonna switch feet. The other one is in front. This is my harder side, I think, because my left glute is gonna be working. My right butt cheek is a little bit stronger. 6, 7, 8, and lift up. Try not to use momentum. In, down, and up. Push it out. Bring it in and down. Lift it up. Push it out. Bring it in and down. Lift it up. Push it out. Bring it in and down. We got 2 more. Up, out, in, down. Last one right here. Up, push, in, and lower. Good. Okay, take that weight. Just put it right to the side of you. You're not going too far. We're going to do some tricep dips. You know them, you love them, you hate them. We're going to take it here. We are going to do this first set. Let's just do the first set with our feet on the ground. Why not? So if you want to walk your feet out from the chair just a little bit, makes it a little bit more difficult. Hands are on the chair, fingertips are facing your toes. You're going to just bring your butt right close to the chair. Guys, if you're all the way out here, this is all in your shoulders and all in your lats. You really need to bring your butt close to the chair, almost like you're like touching, just very barely just touching the back of the chair with your butt. Okay, so down and up. We got 10 reps. 5, 12, 6, 7, 8. Here we go. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep that butt close to the chair. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. That should all be in the back of the arm working, not really in the legs, not really in the abs, and that's why I say get your butt close to that chair, because that is what's going to ensure that you're actually using your triceps, okay? So we're gonna come back to that forward-facing position just to show you what we got. We got that stand up, swimmer, and sit back down. So here we go. Got my weights in hand. I'm just gonna sit, start in a seated position. Here we go. Lift, out, forward, down, up, out, down, sit, and up, out, in, down, forward, out, down, 2, and up, out, lift, down, and front, side, down, 3, and up, side, front, down, and front, side, out, 4, and up, out, front, down. Inject some energy. Come on, we're about halfway through this workout. This is where it starts to get a little hard. Forward, down, up, out, down, 5, and up, lift, forward, down, and up, lift, down, 6, 2 more, up, lift, down, and forward, and 7, we got 1 more, lift, down, up, out, down, and sit. Okay, I'm dropping 1 weight. I've got 1 weight here. I'm going to just turn to the side so you can see me. You guys don't have to turn to the side if you don't want to. I just do this so you can see my position. Okay, so we've got 1 leg in front, one leg behind. I'm gonna go ahead and do my tougher side this time. So I'm gonna start with my left leg closer to my right leg further out because this is my harder side. So I'm just gonna eat the frog and get it done. Here we go. 5, 6, 7. Weight by that chest. You're gonna lift it up, push it out, keep it in and down. So again, try not to swing this weight out. Just really keep it close to the chest. In and down. You don't want too much helping that leg getting you up and down. 3 and up. I am sweating. Are you sweating? And down and up. We got 2 more. Up. Got myself. In and down. 1 more on this side. Good. Really should feel it in the glute, the back of the leg, pressing through the heel on that back leg. Okay. 1 more set of these, then we got tricep dips, and then we're moving on to the last series. Here we go. 6, 7, 8. We're gonna lift up. Whew, that was a little tougher on that first one. And down. And try not to plop in that chair like I just did. And 2, good. And up. Push. And we're just working the chest a little bit here, guys. Push. And even if you want to do this without a weight, you can still do this without a weight. Just do the arm motions. Up, the weight in your hand. Also keeps you from putting your hand on your knee to help you up. Last one, woo, just in time. And lower, good, okay. Drop that weight, we got 12 tricep dips. I am going to walk my feet out a little bit further, but I'm still going to keep my butt close to the chair. So I'm not doing this. My butt is still right up against the chair. Relax your shoulders. Get them out of your ears. Here we go. And 12. And down and up. 2, 3. Make sure your palms are on the chair. Your fingertips are off the chair. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No help from the legs. 11 and 12. Woo. Nice job. I am going to put my hair, a little ponytail here to the side because I am sweating so much. Okay, we got 1 last series of exercises, okay? So for this one, if you want to grab a yoga mat or something like that, we are coming to the floor. So I'm going to go ahead and move my chair out of the way because I don't need that. And I also, we don't need weights for this either. So go ahead and put your weights off to the side where you won't kick them or trip on them. And I'm also going to grab a quick drink of water. All right, cool. So we should be finishing this up in just about right over 30 minutes or so. Okay, so we're coming down to the ground. So you're gonna meet me in a plank. You know how much I love my planks. I'm gonna go this way so you see what I'm doing. So we've done this before, probably in our Pilates videos, and we've done a mountain climber. So we're not gonna jump the feet in though. We're just going to bring the knees in to the chest. It's kind of like a slow version of a mountain climber. It gives you a little extra burn. So my hands are right underneath my shoulders. They're not way out here, right there. I'm going to be looking right at the ground in front of me, not at my feet, not at the wall, not at the TV. I'll walk you through it. So before you do this, let me just demonstrate. We're in a plank. You're going to just drive your knee in, drive your knee in. That's all we're doing, just lifting the knees to the chest. Come on, join me in that plank. Let's get the feet out. 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more for 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And with that one, guys, make sure that your butt's not in the air and it's not dipping to the ground. You're in a nice, solid plank, one straight line from your shoulders to your toes. Okay, we have got, I'm going to turn at an angle here so you can see what I'm doing, but we've got a fire hydrant to a push out. So same leg. Going to go here, you're going to lift that knee up to the side, you're going to bring it back down, but don't rest it on the floor, then you're going to push that foot back to the wall behind you, and then bring it back in. So 1 fire hydrant, 1 push to the back. 6, 7, we got 10 of them. Up, down, and push, in, and up, down, and push, 2, and up, down, push, 3, up, down, push, 4, and up, down. Really lift that hip. Try not to wiggle your hips too much. Keep it really steady. So your other hip is definitely still pointing towards the floor. 9, and push, and 10, and push. So that one's important too, that your eyes are right in front of you, not looking at your feet, not looking at your knees, not looking at, you know, the TV. That's just really keeping your head in line with your spine. Helps from having any unwanted stress on your cervical spine and your neck and your shoulders. Okay, so we're gonna do the other side. I give you a chance to breathe while I talk about all these things, right? So hands underneath the shoulders. Remember, you don't want to be sticking your butt out in the air and arching your back, and you don't want to be here rounding your back. You want it nice and flat, like I can set my glass of red wine on your back and it won't spill. 5, 6, 7, we're gonna lift that knee up and then push to the back. Really give yourself some resistance here. I know we're not using bands or anything or weights, but you can still imagine like you're pushing through sand, pushing through mud, wading through some water. Okay, 5, and push, and 6, and push, and 7, and push, and 8, and push, and 9, and push, and 10, and down. Okay, very nice. Let's go ahead and flip over. We've got one more in this round, and then we're going to repeat these one more time, and then we're done. So we've got sort of a combo move here. So you're going to give me one sit-up. So we're going to bring it up to a sit-up. You're going to come back down. Hands come down. You're going to lift your butt off the ground and back down. If you want to, you can use your hands for a little bit of help here. If you want to use your hands to get up in that sit-up, that's cool. Lift and lower. So we're engaging the glutes, engaging the hamstrings right there. 5, 6, 7, 8. We gotta lift and lower and up and down. If you want to, you can leave those hands, if you're using them up by your earlobes, you can just leave them right there as you do that hip lift. Up and down, hip lift and lower, and 4 and down. Try to keep the head nice and lifted right here. I want to curl that spine up, and 5 and up. I'm gonna hit this chair. Up and 6. Good, working the anterior muscles and the posterior muscles of the core. 7, up, down, lift. 8, 2 more, up, and down, lift. And 9, 1 more, lift, and 10. Woo! All right, good news. One more round. So we're coming back in that plank. Grab a drink of water if you need that. With those sit-ups, guys, while we're doing a little rest here, you can put your feet like underneath furniture, like if you want to put your feet underneath your couch, or you can even put your feet up against a wall, and as long as you're not pushing off the wall, sometimes it just helps you with a little bit of stability, and it can help you with those sit-ups, kind of getting up in that motion with the sit-up until your abs are strong enough to lift you up there, right? But we sometimes have to work through those motions, those full range of motions, until the muscles get strong enough to work on their own. So there's no shame in using your, in using your arms to get up in that sit-up position. Okay, we got plank, one more time. We got 16 of these knee drivers. 5, 6, 7, 8, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, keep that plank nice and strong. 7, 8, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay. Oh, we're staying here. Hello. So I write everything down. Okay, we got that fire hydrant to that pushback. 5, 6, 7, 8. Fire hydrant. Push the heel back. So I'm really focusing on pushing my heel into the back wall. So it's really almost in a straight extension behind you. You don't have to go way up here, right? That's not kind of what we're doing. We're doing more of a press straight back. 5, up and down. 6, lift. 7, lift. 8, 2 more on this side. Lift. 9, lift. And 10. Good. Let's rock it back for a second. Quick break for the booty. And right back in position. We're going to do the other leg. 5, 6, 7, 8. We got a lift and a push. And a lift and a push. And a lift and 4. And lift and 5. Halfway and lift. And 6. And lift. And 7. Lift. 8. Lift. 9. Lift. And 10. Good. Okay. Sit up to the glute raise. Hello. I am losing my mind this morning. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got that sit up and down. Keep the feet right where they are. Lift that butt off the ground. And up. Engage those abs. And lift. 2. And up. I almost look at the ceiling with my eyes as I'm doing that sit up. Not with my whole head, just with my eyes. 5. Lift. Up. 6. Kind of just like keeps my chin open from my chest. Right here allows me to know that I'm not, like scrunching my neck up. Here we go. We got 2 more. Up. It's okay if your feet come off the ground in that 9. Last one. Lift and lower and up and down. Very good. All right, let's just hold it right here. Take those arms up over your head. If you're hitting furniture like me, move it out of the way. All right. Woo, very nice job. Just try to split the middle part of your body in half. Really stretching through here. Good. We're going to leave one arm up. We're going to roll over our arm. And hands in by your shoulders. We're going to press up into a cobra. Stretch here. Just go as high as you can in that stretch. Just getting a little lower back flexibility. Stretching through the abs. Very good. All right, from here, we're actually going to tuck our toes under. We're going to come into a plank. And then you're going to come into a down dog. So spread your feet a little bit wider, trying to get your heels on the ground. It's okay if they're not there yet. They will be. Just got to work on it. Just holding that. We're going to bend one knee and then bend the other. Called walking the dog. Bend one knee, then bend the other. And one more time each side. Good. Okay. We're going to bring your knees down. Rock it back into a child's pose right here. Stretch those arms forward, really getting a good stretch on the back of your hips, your glutes. Nice job. Okay, let's bring it up. We're going to do a hip flexor stretch, so bring one leg towards me. I'm going to stretch into that lunge position right here, runner's lunge position. Just getting a nice stretch on that hip flexor. Got a lot of work on that today. Sit-ups and all that sit to stand work. We really worked the glutes, the hips. Okay, let's do the other side. I love this stretch, and you can do this stretch more than once a day. I mean, if you're at a job where you sit at your desk a lot or you're driving a lot, you may want to go ahead and really stretch out this hip area more than once a day. And it is important that you do it every day because they just get so tight, guys. They just get so tight and wound up. For females, especially, we have all of our reproductive organs and everything in this area. Believe it or not, if you get very tight in your hips and in this front area, it can really affect the way blood flows in and out of those areas in your reproductive system. Let's take that shoulder stretch. So it's just really important to be mindful of that. Men, of course, have the same need to stretch out those hip flexors, and it can be very important for their health as well. So just a very important region to stretch out, and it just gets so tight from our lifestyle of sitting and working on a computer and being in the car, and all of the way we live our lifestyle really just lends itself to very, very tight hip flexors. All right, so let's bring one arm up and over. We're gonna stretch the triceps. See what I'm doing right here. Get moved back a little bit. Stay nice and hydrated. Even if it's cold out, you still gotta hydrate. In the summer, we're working against the heat and the dryness outside, and in the winter, we're working with the dryness and the heat inside. So both are important. Drinking enough water, getting enough sleep. All of those things. Gotta get enough sleep so you can get up and get your workout in, right? And let's just relax the shoulders up and back. Just release all that tension. We're gonna have an awesome day. I am going to give you a virtual high five, and I will see you back here for the next workout.